Okay.
Can you restart it?
See, that's how I feel.
It's very rude.
I feel like we're set up to fail with Jacob and the timer.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to Detour Guides. We're your guides and hosts. I'm Tory.
And I'm Allie.
And we're two chicks navigating life's detours while sipping on candor and cocktails. So please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle. Remember, it's often the detour that can define you. And enjoy the ride.
Hey,
Hi.
girl.
Hey, girl.
What's good?
Nothing. Let's get to our rosebud thorn. In case you guys are new or don't know what that is, rose is something that we are excited about. Bud is something we're looking forward to, and thorn is something crappy. So follow along with our rosebud thorn. Allie, what's your rose this week, baby?
I got a Costco card.
Nice.
I'm real slow.
So proud of you.
Finally joined
2025, baby.
America. Well, I did this deal where you buy a gift card. No, you buy a Costco card for $65 and then you get a gift card for $45. So I paid $20 for a 1-year membership.
Mazel tov.
As my grandma would say, may she rest in peace, that's a consumer best buy. That's a consumer best buy.
Can we get an alarm on that?
I know that. By the way, in English, consumer best buy. But that's what she would say. I was so proud of myself.
Good for you.
Thank
Allie.
you. Thank you. And I mean, I'm 38 and just discovering Costco. Yeah,
but I actually don't go to Costco because it overwhelms me.
You can come with me.
Okay.
No, let me tell you,
I
am so happy to have this because I'll go up and especially alone, I'll go up and down the aisles. I will have every sample.
Jeff does Costco. They know him there. From Daily Boston. They'll be like, what's up, Jeff? He goes
I love that.
All the time.
Yeah, and there's certain things you can only get at Costco that I would be like, Dad, could you grab it for me? And I'm like, I'm an adult woman. So anyway, I have my own Costco card.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I think I'm platinum membership, I want to say. Not executive, that's for sure.
Executive?
No, that's a thing. Isn't that a thing? Executive membership at Costco? Do you guys not have Costco cards?
Are you a Sam's Club person?
Wait, neither of you have Costco cards? Wow. Okay.
That landed well.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not the only one now, so that's good.
I get really overwhelmed at Costco, but I
so
should
did
try
my
it.
mom, and now
I did
she's
hear
a
the meat
convert.
is good. The meat is excellent.
The meat is good?
I heard the meat is good.
I just love it. We'll go.
Okay.
Anyway, what's your rose?
I listen to audiobooks when I walk around Sloan's Lake a lot with a weighted vest.
Yes, she does.
And I'm listening to an audiobook, and it's called The First Law Trilogy, and it's like a fantasy. Not that way. It's like with wizards and stuff. Never been into stuff like this before. Deeply involved.
Wait, give me a quick synopsis, because
involved.
I heard First Law and I was like, "Rrr."
Deeply involved. So it's called the Blade Trilogy by Joe Abercrombie, or the First Law
Joe
Trilogy.
Abercrombie.
Yeah. And
not of Abercrombie and Fitch.
No, and it's just a real dork's nightmare. I mean, it's like I'm in nerd heaven. It's like there's wizards, there's magic. It's not great. But I'm totally enjoying myself.
Well, it is to you.
Very happy.
Do they do different voices and all that?
Oh, the one guy does all the voices.
That's a lot.
He's won an Audi. That's for audiobooks. That's the award.
Oh, it's called an Audi?
Mm-hmm. For
audio. Not going to make my joke.
To be honest, my dream is to be an audiobook narrator.
Really?
Yep.
You'd be good at that.
I'd be amazing. Watch this.
Okay.
Watch this. And then Jane realized there was someone behind her.
Oh my God, I got chills.
Right?
Wow. Do another.
Okay.
Put me in it.
Okay, hold on. But who was it? It couldn't have been Joe. It was Randall.
Wow.
Hire me. I'm available.
Oh my God.
Okay, what's your bud, buddy?
Sorry, I got really lost in the sauce there. That was really good.
You can make a good living, but
voiceover artists make a ton of money.
Yeah.
But it's hard to get into.
Very hard.
My dad's friend is the Lucky Charms elf.
The guy's
Leprechaun.
Okay.
Don't steal me Lucky Charms. He does that. No, that's him.
Don't steal me Lucky Charms.
I don't know if he says that. And he's the same guy that, do you remember the cartoon Doug?
Yeah.
Doug. And do you remember the killer? Okay, anyway, he's the principal, Mr. Bone.
I don't know that character.
Okay.
But still very cool.
Same guy.
Really?
Yeah, anyway. Okay, there's your fun fact. So what are you looking forward to? What's your bud?
Okay. So you guys remember a couple weeks ago I recommended that app Whatnot?
Mm-hmm. It's dangerous for you, isn't it?
So my butt is looking forward to some of the purchases I've gotten off of it. But Tori, to be honest, spending just a little too much time on it.
What did you buy?
Can't even talk about it.
Oh, is it like
Too many things.
name one? Are they NSFW?
No, it's not like sexual. It's like powders, blushes, lip glosses, I don't need any of this. But they're all like $3.
Ugh, it's fast
That's
fashion.
why you
It's
got
fast fashion.
those ball
Okay, so Tori gave me some
makeup sponges.
and I guess they're from Whatnot.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm looking forward to my
Hey,
purchases.
if I'm benefiting from this, I'm so
It's
about
so
this,
bad,
this
you
new
guys.
habit.
Oh my God.
All right,
Okay.
but you're excited.
What
That's
are you
good.
excited for?
Okay, I have a move abroad update.
Okay.
Which I'm excited and also scared because every time I do this, I feel like it's real and that scares me.
Okay.
But officially, I can move to France on the long stay tourist visa as a stepping stone to get me to Spain, if that makes any sense.
So your plan is France.
Well, it's shifted to France. It has to be kind of. If I want to get out of here in a time.
I want to get out of here.
I mean, and I do. If I want to get out of here by my timeline, I basically have to pivot countries because it's going to take a minute to get to Spain. Spain's still the end game, but to get there, it literally is a stepping stone to get there.
Okay.
They have a long stay tourist visa, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You know, we can only stay 90 days in the I think it's the Schengen zone in Europe. This allows you, if you apply for this visa, to stay for up to a year.
Okay.
And the requirements are very minimal.
Okay.
And so it's allowing me to work over there remotely. It's kosher. It's legal. I can do it while working towards Spain.
All right. Well, Allie's step to moving and living in Spain is another block in the road, a little brick in the road.
You know what? I think someone called this a detour.
A detour. That's right.
And so now I need to figure out where in France I want to go.
Ooh.
And not
Je
Paris.
parle français, oui.
Oh yeah, that's
Est-ce que je
right.
peux la-
You should
ouais,
come with
non,
me
non.
because you speak French and I don't. And I can't learn another language.
Tu peux la langue, oui.
Are you
C'est
saying-
très, très facile.
It's very, very easy
Correct.
to learn a new language.
Parfait. Oui.
Okay.
You could do it.
I don't know. Spanish is tough enough. But anyway, that's exciting. So now I'm going to move forward with that.
There you go. So France is now October's our goal. And so Allie moving to France in October is the new goal, guys.
That's the goal.
Okay, let's manifest that.
Thank you.
Okay, Thorn, what's up your butt this week? I killed a plant. I killed a plant, and it was a hardy plant that like you're not supposed to kill. And I just left it there sitting at me being like, you're a bad, bad plant mommy.
This is why I don't like to have. I don't have plants.
So mad I killed the plant. Anyway, I killed a plant, and it's really been up my butt this week, and I feel bad. It was a peace lily.
A peace lily.
Yeah, it was a peace
Are they
lily.
supposed to be? Are they supposed
They're
to be
easy as heck.
Okay.
And I just watched it die, and it's just sitting there dead.
Are you done with plants now, or is
No,
it-
I have a million plants. I have ZZ plants. I have so many plants. And I'm a garden person. I have crops during the spring. You know me. Carrots, zucchini.
that? I don't know why I asked that. You are
A
you do
gardener, and I killed a plant. So anyway, that's my thorn. I feel like a dick.
I feel like that was like very
so
dramatic
mad.
for the situation.
So mad
but
about it.
It's your.
I killed
truth and
I killed a
you-
plant that I shouldn't have, and that was on me. What's your
Okay.
thorn?
Mine's not related to plants. Listen, the last time I was supposed to help my mom take care of her plants when she's out of town, I watered the fake ones, not knowing that. I literally, and I thought it was fine. And she's like, Allie, why is this dead? And I was like, oh shit. So yeah, I'm not meant to be, like I have a black thumb. So I try to stay on top of my subscriptions and things I pay. Like I'm pretty, this tracks for me.
Okay.
Every month I go through my purchases, make sure there's no fraud or anything.
my God.
Too much money on
Oh
this.
my God.
It's exhausting, but I do it, and I'm glad I do it. One got by me. Instacart yearly subscription. I don't use Instacart. I mean,
and it went through.
$100 a year.
Oh, that's a thorn.
Do you know how annoying that
Oh,
is?
that's a thorn in my butt.
But I'm gonna reframe this. Now I'm only using Instacart
Yeah,
for grocery
right,
shopping.
right.
Never going into a store again.
Totally.
I'm gonna milk the crap out of this Instacart
Yes.
subscription. Hello,
And
Winnie.
get cookies for Winnie.
Yeah. So I'm annoyed, but like it happens. I'm human. But I just then I go to that like, well, what else am I not But
You ruminate.
so yeah, it's my middle name, Allie Ruminate Dubrow. But I'm gonna use it. I'm out of coffee. Use
There
it
you
today.
go. Good for you.
That's my thorn.
Okay, so let's drink. I'll drink to that.
Cool. Cheers to the start of our detour. What is our detour before we get into the drink?
It's going to be on friendship breakups, y'all. Friendship breakups,
Okay.
and this can be any kind of friendship. It can be a sibling. It can be anybody that you are in a, close friendship with, and it's it's over. So today I'm in the driver's seat and I chose straight hardcore bourbon called Bullet, because a friendship breakup is a bullet to the heart.
I see what you did there.
So, Allie, if you don't mind pouring us a little bit of the bullet.
You always want me to pour, and I'm always
not
nervous
pouring.
to do it.
I think we all know what happens when Victoria pours.
While I'm pouring, why don't you kind of tell like what made you think about this? Because I think this is a good one.
I think so
they're all. We never have bad ones, but this is a close to home.
This is a close to home one. So as Allie is pouring the Bullet bourbon that we're going to take, I think we all have had friendship breakups in the kindergarten, pre-K era. But now that we're adults and we have friendship breakups, I think they hit a little bit differently. And I think there's a lot to be learned from that. It's a detour that's not always fun, but there's lessons to be learned, and you can also pivot from there. Are you pouring more?
I want to make sure it's even.
So
I think we're good.
That's the way we're going to go with this. And if you are experienced or have experienced a friendship breakup, stick with us and let us know in the comments how you feel about what we did and what we went through on this one.
To bullets in the heart.
To bullets in the heart, man. Ooh, it's painful. Cheers, y'all. Hold on.
Woo! I do enjoy bourbon.
Oh
okay.
We're fine.
All right.
Woo.
So let's get to pros from the pros.
Yep.
Because we're not doctors.
And we're not professionals.
That's right.
Neither. No. Preach it. All right. So I want to preface that we will get to our friendship breakups after this.
We're actually about to do one ourselves.
We're going to have a breakup right now. But scientifically, I wanted to give you some reasons why there is friendship breakups. One, conflict and betrayal. That's hard when there's a betrayal. That's bad. Life changes. Like, you got married. You moved. You went somewhere else. Okay. And finally, value systems have changed. So like, let's be honest, politically, things are super weird right now. And some people go one way and some people go the other. And that can cause some friendship breakups. So that's scientifically many of the reasons why we have breakups. Mm-hmm. All right. Now we talk about the brain. Whether it's your mom, your boyfriend, your lover, your friend, our brain releases something called oxytocin, which is like the best. It's this pleasure bonding hormone. And it's like what mothers experience when they're breastfeeding. It's just like very like, I'm in love. I'm in such a good feeling. And your brain lights up when you think about friendships.
This is for romantic love too, is it not?
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely. And for like parents, it's for siblings, it's for anything. But when you lose a friend, that oxytocin level literally diminishes. So you're dealing with a brain chemistry loss. So you're feeling like, I know you're going to feel sad, but you're literally feeling physically, psychosomatically sad and very depressed and itchy. You're uncomfortable. Your oxytocin levels have, gone down.
You need a lot of antihistamine when you go through a friendship break.
But you know what I mean? Like when your brain chemistry levels drop.
Oh, yeah.
It's a drop in how you feel. Now, there also can be something called, and stick with me here, cognitive dissonance following a friendship breakup. And this is just nerd alert. Tesser and Collins, who are some social scientists, said when you have a friendship breakup or like a sibling breakup or whatever, you can have a self-concept disruption, because for a lot of people, their friendships are their identity. Yeah, so true. When a friend breaks up with you or you break up with a friend, it can honestly cause you to feel as if the things you believed aren't true, or the way you thought about life isn't the way you thought about it now
so
that
it like
it's altered.
Can make you question a lot about yourself, even though this is about you and a person.
Yeah, and it can make you question reality in a lot of ways, because you're like, how did that just happen? And finally, the one we all love, Allie and I do a lot of this, it's called rumination.
We are pros.
Yeah,
if you
we
need
really
any
are.
tips, hit us up, Instagram, email. We have a Google Voice now.
For sure. So when you have a friendship breakup, you often spend time going like this. What did I do? What could I have done? What did they do? Like, why did they do it to me? And it becomes this like spinning little wheel of hell, and it sucks. And so those are scientifically the things your brain goes through. It's like you're in grief and you're spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning. So, the best ways to heal, there's some positive news to this. There's only one way. I look through all the social scientists, all the science.
Wow.
And it says, if you're in a friendship breakup and you're feeling really low, the best way is to have other social support. So those that have had a strong network of like family and friends to lean on do exponentially better when someone dumps them. And I mean like a friendship. If you are alone and you have a friendship breakup, you tend to go to self-isolation, and it's like a really crappy place. And I've definitely been there, and it's not fun because you have no one else to look forward to. So those are the ways scientifically we go through it and the ways you can heal.
It's interesting. Okay, cool. So let's talk a little bit about the spirituality of it all, and then we'll get into kind of what you and I have been through.
Okay, spiritually, I always start with Buddhism because that's my favorite.
That's your thing.
They deal with one word, and it's not easy for us with Westerners with anxiety to hear. The word is, do you want to guess the word? You can see it on the outline.
You can't find it. I'm not going to guess the word.
Okay, what's the word that Buddhism, this is how Buddhism treats friendship breakups.
Give me a hint.
Changing.
Impermanence?
Yeah, you totally looked.
I did.
So in Buddhism, the idea is that everything in life changes, everything, and nothing is rock.
The only thing that's consistent is change, something like that.
Yeah, and so basically relationships, including friendships, are just not immune to this law. So they're going to go in and out, in and out, in and out. Judeo-Christian world, they suggest a lot of forgiveness for friendship breakups, not necessarily to get back with the person.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah, but just forgiveness over the event. And in Hinduism, karma says that sometimes a friendship needs to be ended and it's part of a karmic lesson that needs to be burnt up. So they say it involves practicing patience, understanding, and what went wrong for you and what you can do about it. So all these things are there to help you understand it, but let's talk about how Allie and I have both gone through it. Allie, why don't you start? Because I've talked so much.
No, it's interesting. I am one of those women that puts, for better or worse, I put my friendships kind of ahead of my romantic relationships. I'm a ride or die friendship
really are.
chick. That's just how I am. I've tried to be like, no, this is my girlfriends come first. It just is what it is. Not to say that I don't prioritize a relationship. I do. But on the hierarchy, my friendships are top. Yeah. And they always have been.
I feel that with you.
Yeah. Thank you. But by the same token, I also look at friendships as relationships. And not every relationship you're in is meant to be forever. In fact, most are probably not until you find your person. The difference here is you can have a lot of people. My girlfriend would say a harem.
Nice.
And you could do that. Check out our E&M episode. You can do that with romantic love too. But in this situation, you are basically, you have all these connections, but they're not forever. And there's a reason, a season, or a lifetime kind of thing with these. Yeah. So that's kind of how I look at it. But I've had a few friendship breakups. Some of them have been like, quiet quitting. Have you heard of the quiet quitting movement?
Where you just give up?
Yeah, it's kind of like an Irish goodbye with a job in a way. I've had that, like quiet breaking up, where we don't kind of talk about it, but the frequency of communication just dwindles. And then we kind of just accept that that's that. I'm not a confrontational person, but I am the kind of person that if something's wrong, you got to tell me. I will be receptive. I won't get defensive, and I'll want to fix it. That's what happens when you've been in therapy since you were 8. And not everyone likes that, and some people would just prefer the quiet quitting. But I think there's feeling like you screwed up, which maybe you did, and that caused the end of a friendship, or it's just you've evolved. And like couples too, you drift apart. You don't grow together always. And that's the same. Like two friends don't always grow together. And sometimes it just kind of ends. And that happened with a girlfriend of mine. She actually moved to Denver before I did. And she was just done with LA. She was just like, I'm done in every way. And I think subconsciously she kind of took her friendships and kind of cut the cord with those two, at least with me. And we were really tight. And then all of a sudden her priority shifted to wanting to be with her family in Denver and doing that. And then we just kind of ended it. We never had a we're done, but this was a really, really close girlfriend. And she just decided to end it. And I had to let her.
And how do you have resentment? How do you feel?
I did. I had a lot of resentment because I was like, why is this fair to me? Like, don't I deserve an explanation? But, again, like we're going back to romantic. Sometimes you have to accept that you will never know.
Yeah.
I don't do well with that. I've accepted that the unknown
That's the spiritual part.
It is. And, with guys, with friends, with girls, it's like you might never know. And I still don't know. We're both in the same place. We both live here now. We're not friends. We don't talk.
Really?
I've unfollowed her, not because I'm mad at her. I know it's such a cringe thing, but like, it's like, we don't serve each other anymore.
Yeah, right.
And then there was another where she and I we grew and we're both in the same business and we just were different. And I was like, this isn't serving me. I don't think I'm serving her. And I said to her, I need to take a step back. I love you, but I need to take a step back. I did. And I did.
Woo, so boundaries.
And ever since, we have no animosity. We live our lives. Sometimes we see each other at work. We do some similar shows, but it's a different vibe. And it is. It's almost like being friendly with your ex in a way.
And do you feel good about the way you handled it?
Absolutely. And I don't regret any of it because it was time. She was bringing me down. There was a lot of comparison going on my end, comparing myself to her. It wasn't serving me. And I was like, if I'm going to be like this towards her, I'm not serving her either. So I had to cut it for both of us. So that's kind of how it is. That's how I see it. However, there's an ebb and flow. I have a really good friend from high school. She was one of my best friends when I moved at 16 to a different school. She was one of, we call each other soul sisters. I have a bracelet that says soul sister. She has the other one. And we kind of just drifted, and she came back around. It's been about 7 years, and she reached out and she was like, I want to reconnect. And I said, I would love that. And we did. And we had a FaceTime. She was very proactive about it. And it wasn't like I was testing her, but I was like, if she wants to, let's see if she will. You know that saying, if he wants to, he will. Mm-hmm. If she wants to, she will. And she did. And we're doing good. It's really nice. We're also relearning about each other as adults because we were friends
That's
at
awesome.
16 to 18.
Yeah.
And we're different now. So
That's awesome.
I just feel like life is a bunch of ebb and flow. Nothing necessarily is forever. And there's a lot of gray area. So that's kind of my experience. And the older I get, the more I would say picky with the people that I want to be close with.
Yeah, you keep your circle small.
Yeah, and I feel like that way I can give more attention and vice versa to people and not a huge circle. But yeah, hopefully I didn't ramble on too long. I just feel very strongly about this.
And do you feel if you were dumped by a friend, you would be...
Well, I mean, yeah, I was dumped. It sucked. But I'm trying to think of how I handled it differently than I would with like a romantic breakup. I did ask her like what happened. I never got the answer. And instead of pushing, I just kind of accepted. I was like, I tried. We need to move on.
Sometimes you don't need a full answer. You just
and kind of no answer is an answer.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
But yeah, it sucks, especially when you prioritize them so much. And, I'm the first person to go, what did I do wrong? What did I do?
Yeah.
And I probably did things and I won't know. And I just have to be okay with that. What about you?
Fair. That's a lot. That's a lot to go through.
Yeah.
I've had 2 major friendship breakups when I was living with someone and they just like fully stopped talking to me and I don't know what I did. I'll never know what I did.
They just cut you off cold turkey?
Cold turkey. Woo. And she pretended to like be on the phone when the phone would ring and it was like super annoying. And she moved out of the apartment in New York and just left the keys.
How old were you?
22.
God, that's
so
rough.
I don't know. Sometimes there's no closure, and I just want people to understand that like friendship breakups can be open-ended, and you have to learn that unknowing and no closure is part of life too, which sucks because Westerners like to have ground underneath their feet, and there won't be any ground underneath your feet.
Yeah.
So that happened to me, and I still like at 22, I'm still wondering, what did I do? I know I did something wrong. I know it was me, but she just fully stopped talking to me.
Okay, I'm sorry, but how do you know it was you?
Because she wouldn't have done that. I lived with this person in Italy. I traveled with this person.
Okay.
We moved
She
to
was
New
like a
York
ride or
after
die.
college. Yeah. And then one day it was over. So I tried to talk to her. She refused to talk to me. And sometimes you have to just like ride the wave. You have to let the water logic be the water logic. And that friendship has still really affected me, but there's nothing I can do than just swim with it. Swim with the current.
What do you think I'm going to ask you right now? Oh, okay. I thought this would be easy.
What?
Clearly it's not.
What is it?
A lot of time has passed. Have you thought about just asking her now? If she doesn't tell you now, I'm sorry. Like, it's like a different lifetime.
Maybe I should. I'm trying to be Buddhist about it and not need closure, but maybe I should.
But it's not even for closure necessarily as much as it's like, hi, this was decades ago.
It was crazy. She would walk by in the apartment we lived together and pretend to be like, oh, I can't talk right now. And the phone would ring.
And
when
you
she
saw,
was, you know what I mean? It
wow.
was so bad. We got a cat. My boyfriend and I got a cat, didn't tell her, just moved in with it. Like, she and I just were living.
So this was like passive aggressive.
Totally. And
Okay.
I'd say, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she is the right. She's the right to not tell me what I did. But to this day, I still don't know what it is. And I can ruminate all my life, or I can let it go and be like, that was what it was meant to be. Those karmic seeds have burnt up and I'm moving on.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Like,
That's
we should practice what we preach here, and asking would be defeating the purpose of this.
Right. Like, whatever.
But now
I'm
curious.
We're all curious. Trust me. And
you have no like idea what it could be.
I don't know. I have no, I don't.
Okay.
I really don't know. I don't know what it is, but it was something harmful and I regret it, of course.
Okay.
But I don't know what it is. And then secondly, I have a super close best friend that I grew up with, and I've just let her go because I don't keep in touch enough. And it's been incredibly rude, incredibly upsetting. I don't put in the effort, and that's on me. So like, if you are in a friendship and you really want to keep that friendship, be like Allie. Allie really puts in the work, puts in the effort. Sometimes I can get real lazy and real complacent, and I was a baby, like I was the baby sister, and I can be very baby sister.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And I really regret that. That's on me. So keeping in touch is another thing. Like that's 1,000% on me.
It's so hard to keep in touch.
No,
especially when marriage and babies come into the picture.
Yeah, but that's on me. Look, it doesn't take hard to do a Marco Polo or a text message. And I've lost her, and she was my best friend in the whole world. And that's all on me. All on me. I take full responsibility, and it sucks, but that's what happened. So I'm gaining her friendship back slowly.
Okay.
And I'm hopefully going to go visit her in San Francisco, but that is a friendship I lost because of the effort I didn't put in. And that's just being
props
super
to
honest.
self-awareness though.
Well, yeah, I'm super self-aware. I just need to put the work in. So
Right. It's hard. It's really hard, especially if like not everyone's a texter, not everyone's a this. Like I could Marco Polo, sponsor me please, because the amount of people I've gotten on there that I've reconnected or kept in touch with, but it's not for everybody. And then you have to kind of acclimate. Like I have a girlfriend that loves FaceTime. I don't like FaceTime unless it's with my nephews.
FaceTime? Oh my God. FaceTime.
Yeah, and when the phone rings, I don't like that either, but I'm really good in other ways, and it's just finding that happy medium. And it's hard. You did remind me of a really bad friendship breakup I need to share with you. Please. And I'll give you the abridged version, but it was rough. And this was in college. I was living with one of my best friends. There were I had two roommates. One of them, we'll call her
Kara.
Yes, Kara's great. And Kara and I were like this. We shared a wall, and we were both drama majors, best friends. I was starting to date someone who was not emotionally available, very upfront about it. I was like, that's fine. We'll just have fun. It'll end when it ends. And it did. And I got this vibe because Kara is very flirty.
Okay.
And I was like, she's going out a lot. And I had nothing to go off of but my gut. I was like, I think she's going out with him. And I, like in a group, but I was like, there's something going on. And I didn't ask her. I left it alone. And then she comes to me crying. And she's like, so-and-so and I are dating. And this guy said, by the way, this guy was like, I'm not emotionally available. It was just he wasn't emotionally available to me.
To you?
And he wanted to be with her. And she said to me from the get, whatever you decide, I will respect because you are my number one. And I could tell it was really eating her up. So I took a few days. I called my mom. I remember thinking, I want to be okay with this. I want nothing more than to have this be her person, maybe like explore this and we're good. But I can't. Maybe if we weren't living together, it would be different. But I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
So you told her no?
And I wrote a letter and I said, I love you. You said it would be okay, whatever I decided. I'm not okay with it. Believe me when I say I wish I was, et cetera, et cetera. Oh boy, did that not go well. She then called me selfish. I didn't want her to be happy, XYZ. All her words were in vain. And I was like, listen, you've made it very clear what you're going to do. And she did. And it was awkward AF because like he was coming out of her room or he was coming out of mine.
God.
It was very weird. He stopped going to class. He went to a different school, but he just like dropped out and would just be in our living room. And I'd come out to get my coffee and I was like, oh, hey, like it was so weird. She and I, like, we never came back from it.
No, I think over a guy, friendship breakups can be really, really
I
difficult.
hate it because I'm like, I'm never going to be that girl that's not okay with it. But I authentically, I wasn't okay with it. And then a few years later, she did it to another friend and nobody talks to her anymore.
Pattern
Yeah.
Patty.
But it was she is a pattern Patty. So that was a bummer. But, so it goes.
And you know what's funny? I don't know if this helps, but the thing I learned when I was researching this is they're like, when you break up with a friend, you can find a new one. And I'm like, I don't know.
Sure, the only way to get over someone is to get under another.
Right.
It's not like that with
but
friends.
it's not easy. It's not like easy to find a friend nowadays. Like, I don't know how to find a friend.
And you learn the importance of a friendship. Tori's lonely. You learn the importance of a friendship and how you really need to find things in common. It's not that easy.
No, and it's not easy when you're an adult is what I mean. Like if you're like, I like to play lacrosse. Me too. We're best friends forever.
It's built in for you.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, I'm just saying they do suggest that you look out to find new friends. And a way to do that is hobbies. not.
It's true, but I know why you would get annoyed with
but
that.
yeah, but like look for things that you enjoy doing. Like I'm at my new yoga studio. Maybe I'll ask the guy next to me in the mat, like, hey, what are you doing later? Like, let's go have some coffee.
And hopefully he's gay.
Yeah, no, yeah. Like, I just mean, like, it's not easy. It's just,
No, it's really
let's
not.
acknowledge it's not comfortable when you're older, like making a new friend.
It's
so
like asking someone out. You feel very vulnerable.
it's incredibly uncomfortable. And if it's not organic, it's not great. So let's go into detours talk. So this is what people have said about it. And I looked on Reddit and found some really beautiful things that people have said.
Let's hear him.
Okay, first up. One person, it's very unfortunate. Oh, so sorry. This one really got me. I got cancer 5 years ago. I thought I had 10 friends. Turns out I have 5.
Oh, that's dark.
Okay, so I do want to say this. I went through a lot with my mother, who was sick all my life. I grew up in the hospital, going in and out of hospitals in biohazard mat suits constantly, right? And we learn very quickly who our friends are. Yeah. So this is a hard one, but a real one that, like, when it comes down to emergencies, you really do find out who your friends are. So I thought that was interesting. It says, someone said, don't try to reason with them or let them know how hurt you are. It'll only push them away further and on a bad note.
Do you agree with that? I agree with it situationally.
Yeah, I would have to say something if I was hurt.
If you see something, say
say
something.
Someone said, don't drink your sorrow away.
Tory does not agree with this.
Let's drink to that. Someone says, accept that people change and it's not always for the better. When they reach out, don't answer your phone. The cycle will continue. Do things that make you happy. Love yourself the more than you did. And steps 1 through 9 will be much easier. So all of that is to say that it's like, it's just sucks. You have to go through it. You have to, I mean,
all of this to say that it just
it's
sucks.
not easy to go through it. You can try and find other people, but friendship breakups are real. And as adults, I don't think a lot of people spend time talking about it. So it's
very true. They talk about breakups.
Yeah.
But I'm like, okay, cool. Like, let's talk about the friendship breakups, because those happen. Those can be just as bad, if not harder, than a relationship. Yeah. A romantic
and
relationship.
And people can grow at just different rates, and you can have different values. And if you have one value and the other person doesn't,
I mean,
how long does that road go?
During pandemic, I don't know about you, but like there were certain people that I just had to distance from because they didn't believe. And I am someone that likes to say I can respect others' opinions. But with this, it was very hard because we'd never dealt with that before. And you had to decide, is this worth it? Is my health, like, there were things about our health we had to face about, can I be with you if you don't believe it? It's just a lot. So did I even make a full sentence in the past, like 15 seconds?
Yeah, you did. You did good.
All right.
I think what you meant and what you said was understood.
Okay. By you, if anybody.
Yeah. And I've had only like 1 shot.
Yeah.
2 shots.
And this is the official breakup drink. The bullet. Of Detour Guides pod.
We love the bullet.
Yeah, we do.
It's tough, man. It's just tough. And I don't want to be sexist, but female friendships are somewhat...
Be sexist.
Okay, they're just different. And when you break up with a female friend, man, it's time for Detour souvenirs.
Because everyone loves swag.
That's right. So
what are we
one listener will win a gift card to Bullet Bourbon. I'm going to be getting it to
Can I enter this?
You can too. Follow our IG at Detour Guides Pod to be entered. Winner will be announced. And I will be getting you a Bullet Bourbon gift card.
Oh, I'm jealous.
Everybody
I can't enter that. It's conflict of interest. All right, cool. So follow our Instagram. Yeah, Detour Guides Pod to be entered. We will announce it probably like on a live or something. And if you have your notifications turned on, then you know when we're going to go live and announce the winner. Shout out. They have these protein shakes that don't taste like protein shakes.
I've heard good things.
Have you?
Yes, I have.
I am hooked. I've had a vanilla, but they're mostly the chocolate ones that they have in stock at Costco. There's like, one of them has like 40 grams of protein.
Yeah, they're really good.
And it just tastes like chocolate milk. And there's not a lot of crap in them. I love them. I use it as creamer for my coffee.
Beautiful.
And like, I do love the chemically crappy creamers. They give me life. This is a good substitute if you're trying to not be like me. And I love them. I buy them like 18. They're just
Instacart it.
Oh, does Instacart do Costco?
I think so.
Okay. Done. There's my $45 gift card spent on your Fairlife. They're really good. They're great post-workout. They're great anytime you need like a boost. I try to hit a certain amount of protein a day and macros, bro. And I can't always hit it, but this gives me that boost. Because it's like 30 to 40 grams of protein. It's insane. And what I like is it doesn't taste like that. You know
Excellent.
the one.
Yeah, Fairlife protein. I've heard all about it on Reddit.
Have you?
Fairlife, yeah.
Well, Reddit's your playground.
I love Reddit. I'm going to
yours?
give you guys a concealer called Natasha Denona. It's super good. It's like $30.
Whatnot?
No, you can get it at Whatnot, but you can get it at Ulta. And Sephora. It's super good. Highly recommend. New formula. Again, Natasha Denona. If you have trouble finding your shade, hit me up because I'm kind of obsessed and I'll help you out.
Nice. And we'll put that all in the show notes. We'll link it. We'll
Yeah.
make it easy.
All right, folks, our detour is coming to an end. Let's recap.
Recap it.
So yeah, friendship breakups, they literally affect our brain chemistry and cause significant damage to our sense of self. They can happen for a lot of reasons, moving away, different value systems, but there are ways to heal, especially finding a new support system. Allie and I are always here.
Yeah,
We are always here as your support. Yeah, for real. Very important spiritually is understanding that life moves and changes, and that's okay, and that's normal, and that's all right. That relationships come to an end. Some people don't understand that, and that's fine. That's okay. We should strive to forgive if there has been a breakup, including ourselves, and what we can do to learn from it. And finally, if the karmic seeds need to be burnt up, they get burnt up.
Yeah. And to Tory's point, we can support you. Just know that Tory probably won't text you back. But
It's hurtful and accurate.
no, you say
And accurate. I text back. I just don't call back. I don't like to call.
Yeah.
And that's a problem with friendships.
and you will text, but like in a certain time that works for you, and it works for me because I accept you as you are, and
Thank
you
you for
accept
being
me as
my
I am.
friend.
Yeah, no problem.
We're very Allie is very type A. Tory is very type B.
Yeah.
Tory is very type B. Very. Thank you. Thank
And
you.
with that,
And with that, thank you for being my friend, Allie.
oh, down the road and back again.
Always.
Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. I'm singing the Golden Girls theme
We
song.
are aware,
Okay.
Allie. We're very aware. Allie,
Anywho, please follow us on Instagram at Detour Guides Pod. We are on Instagram personally. I'm Allie Dubrow, and
I am Tory Schulman.
you are. And please drop us a line, detourguidespod@gmail.com. If you guys have any ideas for Detour themes, we are all ears. And please don't forget to subscribe on Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. And please give us a glowing review. And if you want to give us a bad review, just don't do it. Be a good friend and don't do it.
Don't break up with us first.
That's right. And what do we always say?
Remember, it's often the detour
That can define
you.